What is up, guys and gals, ladies and gentlemen, cats and dogs? I'm going to do this off the cuff today, guys. I want to talk about something that I'm really passionate about. It's circle of influence. And the thing I want to talk about and really explain to you guys is that the people you hang out with and the people you spend time with are the people that you're going to end up being more like. You're going to start to change how you act. You're going to start to change how you think based on who you get around and how they think and how they act. So it's so important, guys. It's something that I've really learned in my own life, to surround yourself with other people that are positive, that have, good mindsets, that are driven, that are working towards big things in life, people that don't want to settle, people that don't want to be average. If you want to be extraordinary, you have to get around extraordinary people. And automatically, the more you do so, you're going to start to change your mind, the way you think, the way you act. You're going to start changing how you set goals. You're going to actually start reaching for things that you never would have thought would be possible before when you were hanging out with people that didn't really have goals or ambition. It's such a big thing in your success, getting around people that want to be successful or that already are successful in what you want to be successful in. Whether that's being a good parent, a good mom, a good dad, a good employee, a good business owner, you have to get around other people that are driven and reaching for the same things. And a lot of times people that are ahead of you to get to that place in life that you want to be. There's such a big reason for parents not wanting their kids to hang out with people that they don't think are good for them. And that's because they understand circle of influence. They understand that if your kid is hanging around a lot of other kids that are kind of naughty or, getting into a lot of trouble, your kid's a lot more likely to fall into that stuff too. Athletes too, take them for example. Like if you get onto a good team and you're playing with other people that are performing at an extremely high level, you're going to be so much more likely to perform at that level, because if you don't, you're basically the outlier. You're the one that sucks, I guess, to put it bluntly, on the team. You don't want that. So automatically when you get around people that are above you, it's going to pull you up. They're going to pull you up to their level, or you're going to drag them down, one of the two. Most of the times what happens is if you get around a lot of other people that are doing really well, they're going to pull you up. Also, I want to talk about advice and taking advice from the right people versus the wrong people. If you want to be financially successful, or if you want to run a successful business, or if you want to become a successful athlete, whatever it is, you want to take advice from people that have done those things. You want to take advice from people that are wealthy, or people that are not broke. If you want to be successful financially, if you want to start a business and be really successful in business, you can't be taking advice from Joe Schmo down the road who's never owned a business in his life and doesn't even know anything about what goes into it. Same thing with insurance, financial advice. You don't want to take advice from people that don't have insurance or financial experience with helping people with those things. You want advice from somebody who actually has the experience, somebody that actually invested the time and the money into learning what they need to learn about that craft, to actually take advice from them. You don't want to just take advice from anybody and everybody. If you take advice from the wrong people, you're going to end up in terrible situations a lot of times. Sometimes what's better than good advice is not taking bad advice, because it can really mess you up. So I just wanted to talk with you guys about this briefly, how important I think it is to get around people and surround yourself with people that are driven, people that you want to be more like. And you don't even have to get mentorship from these people in person. For me, I look up to a lot of people like Ed Milet. I look up to Andy Frisella. I look up to Lewis Howes, Tom Bilyeu, a lot of different people that I don't know personally. I feel like I do because I listen to so much of their content, but so many of their ideas have worn off on me and rubbed off on me because I constantly surround myself with them, whether it's through YouTube, through podcasts, reading books, doing things like that. That kind of stuff is so important. And I feel like since I started diving into this about 6 years ago or so in college, I feel like it's just been building and building and building up. Like all these ideas, all these mindsets, all these successful sort of mentalities have built up in me and given me confidence to do things I wouldn't have confidence to do if I hadn't listened to these people. Repetition's a big key with that. Repeatedly getting around the right people. That's a huge thing. You don't want to just hang out with good people once a week. You want to hang out with them as much as possible and be around them as much as possible. Because, even if you're hanging out with the wrong crowd once every week, every 2 weeks, every month, whatever, that can still get you in a lot of trouble. And, a lot of times that can result in life-altering decisions being made. So get around the right people, make decisions that are going to positively impact your future. And try to become as much like the people that you want to be like as possible by spending more time with them. That's going to shift your internal thermostat. That's going to change what you think is possible. You're just going to start reaching for things that you never thought would be possible. You're going to start taking action that results in confidence, because you're like, well, now I'm taking all this massive action. It only makes sense that I'm successful. And like, the more you do that and the more you get around big people that are successful, big players, the more you're going to be like, you know what, maybe I do actually belong in this circle. Maybe I'm not that different from these people. And it's just going to just snowball until eventually you're like, yeah, it makes sense that I'm successful. I get around the right people. I'm part of their group. I'm part of their tribe. I do the right things. I listen to the right things. I watch the right things. It just makes sense that I'm successful. So I hope this helps you guys. I'm really passionate about circle of influence. I'm really passionate about what you put into your brain, what you put into your body, the relationships you have, and how much they impact your quality of life. So I hope this helps you guys. It's definitely something I want you guys to think about strongly, building that strong circle of influence with other good people that are where you want to be financially, spiritually, emotionally, physically, whatever it might be. Try to get people in each of those areas that you can really run the race side by side with. And then also at the same time, you want to be reaching back and you want to be pulling people with you that maybe aren't quite where you want to be, but still do have the same desires. They want to be in similar places in life. Maybe they're just not quite there yet. So reach ahead, grab somebody's hand, run with them, and reach behind you, grab somebody else's hand, pull them with you. Have an awesome day, guys. Later.